Okay, we're going to show you how to upload a folder, any folder really, but this is for the Zoom recordings, to your Google Drive. Um, you do want to do this, get the recordings off of your hard drive as quickly as you can. So you go to your Google Drive and you can make another folder. I'm going to show that at the end. I'm going to do a few things at the end of this video to show you how I set things up if it doesn't look the same for you. But basically you go to your Google Drive. And again, go to a folder that you want, if you have a folder that you want to use to do this. Otherwise, just do it directly into the main drive. So I'm going to say New. I'm going to click over here and say New, Folder Upload. The reason for this, by the way, is Zoom saves its recordings in a folder. Each session has its own folder. And there's a few other things in there. There's the video recording. There's audio only. If you save the chat's in there. So you might as well just take the whole folder and upload it. So I have selected folder upload. What happened here is it opened up my Finder to say, all right, what folder do you want to upload? I have it set up so that I can easily get to my documents folder. If you can't, stick around to the end of the video and I can show you a couple of tricks for setting up your Finder so you can. So what I do is I click on my name and I find documents, because by default, if you didn't change where the recordings go, they go here. Opening up documents, and I go down, there's a Zoom folder. Inside that Zoom folder is where you start seeing these other folders that contain the video, the audio, and this is just another version of audio, I think, but it does a few different things in there. So what I want to do is click on this folder, the one that contains everything, and click Upload. And then you say, it's going to tell you, do you want to do that? And you say yes. And that's basically it. It takes a minute or two to get everything uploaded, but that's how you upload a folder to your Google Drive. If you want to stick around a little bit, if you didn't see things exactly the same way I did, I'll show you a couple things. I'll start with the Finder. I'll come back to this in a second. But if your Finder didn't look right, you can't figure out how to get there, open up the Finder. I just click this little Finder icon down here. If you should have that down on your dock somewhere. So I open that up, and then what I do is I go to Finder, Preferences, and if it probably started on General, but if you click on Sidebar, you can see all these things that you can put over here. They'll show up on the side here. By default, I think there's only a couple of these selected, but you can directly say, show me documents. That's why my documents wasn't showing. I think another great one always to do is pick your home button. It doesn't show that, but if you show that on there, you can get to almost anything by going to your name from the home thing. So I just added documents right now, and then when I close this, I have, should have documents over here. Yeah, there it is. So if I click on documents, that brings me back to where I was, and there's the Zoom folder and all that. So to take that step first, I would say add at least documents and your name, but you could add anything else you want or all of them. All right, so that's one thing. The other thing is if you wanted to organize, you can see this upload finished. I think I did it right in my, like I said, we did it right in my main drive, so it should say, I think, my computer's being a little slow, but it's down here, I promise you. There we go. Where is it? Should be down here. Maybe, would it start with a Z? Maybe it didn't start with Z. I should pay attention to these things before I start making oh, it's 2020. It starts with 2020. It's right in front of my face. There it is. So there's the video. And there's the folder, and if I open that up, you can see da-da-da. There's all the stuff, right? But let's say I wanted to make a separate folder to put it in. That's pretty simple. I say New Folder. And then I can give it a name, Zoom Recordings, for instance, Create. Okay, so now that folder should be at the Z level. Go down here, there it is. Now if I wanted to upload into this folder, I go into the folder, nothing's there, but then I do the same steps again. New Folder Upload. And there you have it. I hope that helps. Oh, sorry. For those of you that are still here, the last step you want to do, the whole point here is to clean up your hard drive to get rid of the space that the recordings are taking up. Go back to your Finder and delete that folder. Or move to trash, I guess. And that's it.